Midheaven in Aries. So Midheaven is representing your status, how you're known, what you're presenting, what elements and what works that you got to basically work with, how you're constructing your business, how you're constructing your persona. This is also dealing with the ascendant. It's also dealing with business, career, status, goals, motivation. Feel me? And when we have Midheaven in Aries, see, this is a leader right here. This is a leader that's ready to lead. This is a leader with a lot of energy, a leader that like to assert themselves, a leader that's basically driven, a leader that's energetic, a leader that's reliable, a leader that's basically going to get from point A to point B to point C with or without a person. Feel me? They don't wait around for a person. They like to just basically have their own minds caught up as far as how they want to see things, because these are the feelers and the seers when it comes to fire. They like to feel and see when it comes to their reality. They like to basically be very driven. They like to be very passionate. They like to just go for it. And of course, these are good people because they are innovators. They like to initiate new ways on how to feel and see, about how they project their image and project their visions. Also, they're very inclined with themselves. They go within themselves for their answers. They don't rely on other people, places, and things to basically tell them things. For me. And they like very original too, so that's how they play out with this shit too. And like they very inclined and very passionate. For me, like nothing stops them, nothing gonna get in their way. They like to basically get something done the day they started it, and they basically gonna accomplish it no matter what the circumstance situation is, no matter how many people, places, and things basically come into perspective. And they can be very moody when somebody is trying to basically stop them from basically getting to their path. I mean, especially when they doing their business and shit. And if you calling them, if it ain't about money, if it ain't about a business plan, they might get very pissed off at you and basically just be very arrogant in their way of saying, okay, yo, why the fuck you calling me? Like, I'm working right now. Like, what are you doing? Don't ever call me. Feel me? I'll bust your ass. Feel me? That's basically dealing with a Midheaven in Aries and shit. Feel me? These people, they very smart. Feel me? And like when it comes to businesses, they're gonna be like, yo, I'm the first one to get that business. I'm the first one to finish that business. And basically, that's their motive. That's their key. That's their determination. For me. And when it comes to Midheaven, that's basically like the 10th position. And of course, when it comes to Midheaven, you already know what Aries is gonna go hard when it comes to that. For me, because that's the first zodiac sign. So they're gonna be first to fly to that position, first to fly and come out of that square, and they're gonna basically go right through the fire and come out right out of the fire like it was nothing. And they basically gonna show you and basically explain to you that they're gonna show you. Aries don't really do all that talking. They're very action oriented. Of course, they get attacked by all zodiac signs, being that they're the first element. So of course, they express these things. They don't hold these things in. They're not like a sign that hold things in for apparent reason. They like to just basically receive and boom, push it out. It's like a punching bag. For me, it's like basically boxing without seeing shit. You just basically feeling someone's presence, and if you know that presence ain't welcome to your possession, you just gonna be hitting it. Boom, boom. That's a Midheaven Aries for you. For me, they just express themselves. They express whatever on their mind. They express whatever's on their heart. They basically are number one when it comes to the being self-assertive. For me, they don't wait around. They just plan things, they catch an idea, and just boom, they push it right off. For me, they don't try to construct it, they don't try to labelize it. For me, they just like to express it, and they come up with their own way of presenting it and looking at it in their own perspective, and basically having a practical initiative way on how to do things. But of course, yeah, when it comes to Midheaven and Aries, these people are go-getters. For me, so if your Midheaven is Aries, then you know that you got to get up off your ass and go get that motherfucking circumstance situation dealt with. You don't want to be waiting around the bush, for me, because that's not your element. Your element is fire. Fire don't like to wait around. Fire don't like to sit. Fire like to move. Fire like to exert. Fire like to get that shit going. So yeah, that's basically a Midheaven and Aries for you, for real.